Hello everyone, my name is James Battaglia and I'm with Surefire Sign. I've been at this for about 35 years now. And I got to tell you, the reason I say that is back in the days I used to sell signs. I used to drive around with a trailer. I had a trailer and a truck and carried a message center behind it, and that trailer had 5 foot by 10 foot electronic message center, full color on one side, and a monochrome 3 foot by 10 foot monochrome display on the opposite side. And I would show, now this is back in 1997, 1995, 97, somewhere in that bracket. And the trailer was quite heavy, and I towed it behind a car, behind a Suburban actually, and it ate a lot of gas. I had trouble maneuvering the vehicle with the trailer behind it in and out of parking lots, difficulty parking that trailer, and it never had the right pitches that I needed at the time when I was showing my client or the prospect the sample. And I used to do demonstrations for sign companies and show their customer the product. And today people still do that. Where I did this over 20 years ago. And you would expect after 20 years that technology would get better, right? Not worse. Can you imagine the first computer system that came out was the size of your bathroom, and we expected after a while you had to carry around this big computer the size of a bathroom, that whoever thought that the computer would be, this big now. You could carry it in your pocket, a hard drive or a computer in your pocket, right? Well, this is kind of my thinking here at Surefire. We don't need to carry around a big huge trailer behind a truck, hard to maneuver in and out. And be honest with you, it's kind of unfair, because if a customer's going to buy a 3 foot by 6 foot sign and you're showing a 5 foot by 10 foot trailer, or one that pops out of a truck, it's not fair to the customer, because you park that thing a block down the street and the customer walks outside and they say, wow, the thing pops out of the top of a truck, and you're impressing the customer, but you're also showing him something he's not going to get. Now, you spend, $30 or $40 or $50,000 on a sign, and you think you're going to get one popping out of a truck, but it's not going to happen. And then you're just disappointing that customer. Now, you might make a sale, but the problem is the customer's not going to be happy. They spent a lot of money for a sign. Doesn't look anything like the one that popped out of a truck. It's 5 foot by 10 foot, super high resolution, right? So it's very difficult to get anything that's going to be exactly like your customer is going to get. About the closest thing that we could do was build something like what you see behind me. This is a sample. It's 2 foot by 3 foot. Now it's 6 millimeter. And I know what you're thinking. You're selling your customer 10 millimeter and they're looking at 6 millimeter. But your customer standing 5 feet, 10 feet from your sign. So if you were to buy a 3 foot by 6 foot sign, the resolution on it would be 90 by 180. Well, this sample is 96 by 144. That's pretty balanced, pretty equal to what your customer is going to get. Now, considering that 3 by 6, 10 millimeter, you're going to be looking at it at 25 to 50 feet. But unfortunately, when you show the sample, you're standing 10 feet from your customer. They're pretty equal. 10 foot from your customer with 6 millimeter is pretty equivalent to 10 millimeter at 25 to 50 feet away. But when you take a 5 by 10 trailer and park it a block away, well, you're not even going to be able to probably see much that's on a 3 by 6 compared to a 5 by 10. But let's be real. You're going to bring this sample into your customer. It's lightweight. It's high tech. and you don't need to have a truck and a trailer to show a product that people expect the technology to be 2024, right? This is a 2024 product right here. You're looking at it. It's compact. It's lightweight. You can put it in the back seat of your vehicle. You don't need to have a truck and a trailer. And so your customer is going to be more impressed by this technology than they are by a big truck and a trailer eating $8, 8 miles to the gallon in gas, nowhere to park it, and you have to put it all the way down the street. As a matter of fact, at Surefire here, we're going to get this sample more compact than what you see here. That's our next step. What if I could put this sample in a briefcase? Would that impress you more, or would you rather see it on a big truck and a trailer down the street? See, we're going the opposite direction here. The technology is getting more advanced and more compact. It's lasting longer. The technology is growing. The color is getting better. The dynamics of the sign are getting much better. We're not going to be flying jets and go back into biplanes, okay? That's what getting a big trailer does. You feel like you're going backwards in time. At least for me it is, because back in 1995, 1997, that's when I had pulled a truck and a trailer behind me with a message center on it. And so this is the way of the future, folks. And if you think this is snazzy, wait a little bit further down the road, wait till you see how compact we can get this. Now, that's technology. And that's Surefire. And that's the direction that we're heading right now. So now I'm going to show you how you can program this sign using my phone, because it not only programs with a desktop computer or a laptop computer or a Mac computer or a Windows computer, even an Android phone or an iOS Apple phone, it will program with an iPad. That's right, you can program one of these things with just about anything. That's how advanced the technology is on this sample. So let me grab my iPhone and I'll give you a quick demonstration just how easy it is to control this sample with your phone. Okay, this is a demonstration on how to connect your sample to your phone. Our software can connect to the phone. It could be an Android, or this particular one is an iPhone, and I'm going to connect to that. The first step is to connect the Wi-Fi that's being transmitted from the sample to the phone. So we're going to go to Settings and click on Wi-Fi, and in this particular case, this sample, the controller is called the C1. So you see the C1 with a check mark next to it. The check mark is saying that my phone is now connected to the C1 controller inside the sign. If it was not connected, you did not see that blue check mark, then you would look for the C1 controller and click on it, and it would leave a check mark. In this case, it's already connected. Now, once I connect that in Settings, I'm going to go to the software LED Assistant. You can download this software off the apps, LED Assistant. You open the LED Assistant, and as soon as you do that, you're going to see right here it's connected to 2x3 sample. If it was not connected, I would click on the sample, and as soon as I do that, you click on Terminal, and you're going to see all the different programs that are inside the controller. It's a computer inside the sign sample. So once I do that, all I have to do is select, for example, barbecue, and the sign will automatically start playing barbecue ads, because we pre-programmed this to be able to change it to whatever type of client that you're going to be, or prospect that you're going to be talking to. If it was auto repair, you click on auto repair, and it's going to change to auto repair. If you wanted to go to auto sales, you click on auto sales, and it's going to go to auto sales. it's very quick. You don't have to wait to send a message to it. The message is already inside the controller. So this is easy to control, easy to operate. Now, if you'll notice, auto repair, it puts a little JPEG sample up there on the screen so that you know that you're in auto repair. So if you go back to barbecue, it's going to put a barbecue up there. Now you know you're in the barbecue program, and it says Land Barbecue Restaurant. Real easy to operate. Now if you tap on anywhere on this black area around the picture, it puts a speaker and a little brightness control there. So I click on this brightness control, and it brings a slider up, and I'm able to adjust the brightness of the sign up and down. That easy to control the brightness of the sample. If I wanted to click on sound, then I would click on sound, and that slider would pop up. Yeah, and yes, this sample, you can add sound to it through a 3.5 millimeter jack. It's inside the controller, and you can plug a preamplified speaker into it, and you're going to get sound. Just that simple. So you can change, you can add more files to this index, hundreds and hundreds of files. The screen will not only do slides like JPEGs like you see here, but it will also is capable of doing like a video. Here's a Pepsi-Cola video. You can kind of see it's running beautiful, 281.4 trillion colors, and you can see it's running video. It streams very smoothly, and it's a beautiful control system. You got your brightness control, sound control. You can interchange. If you want to go to realty, you can type realty, and bam, you're selling real estate that quick. So no matter what type of business application, we can make a file for whatever application you want to use, and sky's the limit. The machine doesn't have any limitations. The thing can just do just about everything you want it to do. So this is pretty simple, and once you're done with everything, if you want, I can go to a blank screen and just zip out of the software. You can go back to your settings and connect back to the internet if you want to. And it's that simple.